I didn't like Captain Jack in this two-parter. Yeah, in series 1 I found he was really annoying. I just didn't like him for some reason. Probably because he was a con man, and like the Doctor and Rose didn't really like him much either until they got to know him. The storyline of this episode was good. The Empty Child is like the best villain monster thing ever. It's so scary. It's just like, are you my mummy? And it's so creepy. And when the phone rings and the Doctor goes to pick it up, it's just so spooky. Yeah. Then there's the Doctor dancing, obviously. Yeah. This episode is a masterpiece. It's absolutely brilliant. Some people say that they don't like the characters that much because they're annoying or whatever. But the thing is, they had to introduce them really quickly so they could get on with the plot. Some people didn't like that because it made the characters seem cheap or whatever, and we weren't that interested in them. I was interested in them. I liked them. I liked Dee Dee and Jeffro. You know, you can't devote the whole episode into introducing the characters, and you did to get on with it. And then some people didn't like the shouting going on, but that was necessary to create the atmosphere and the intensity. And the whole point was that in a situation like that, that is what we'd all do. We'd all shout at each other and not know what to do. So with the fact of having no actual monster and not knowing what this actual thing was, that was brilliant, that episode. And I loved it. And I didn't miss Donna. Not that I'd miss her anyway, but I didn't. And David Tennant was brilliant in this episode when he was like possessed. And the other woman, whoever played Sky, she was great as well. The whole thing about repeating what other people say is really freaky. This two-part is a bit tricky because some bits were okay, some bits were what the hell, and some bits were what is going on. I remember watching the episode thinking, WTF man, WTF, lots and lots of times. Especially when Donna went into the other world and she was skipping forward, and I was like, what is going on? And quite a good plot, and I didn't like River Song. I don't think I'm ever going to like River Song, and they'll probably bring her back in the next series. But hopefully, seeing as she have to be younger to be in Doctor's future, follow me, then she'll be played by a different younger actress. Hopefully. Plot was generally good, and it's just one of those episodes when you don't really need to say anything about it because you just think, brilliant. You know, what Stephen Moffat come up with. Moff is brilliant. He come out with all these episodes. Yes, I was disappointed that it wasn't his real daughter, but it is still his daughter. You know, it's still his DNA, his responsibility, and I love the character of Jenny. She obviously will come back, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered to keep her alive. And she was brilliant, played by Georgia Moffat. Martha didn't have a very good role in this episode. They always put her in the background. They did it again in Journey's End. She always has her own little tasks. We don't want that. We want her to be with everyone else. I know maybe she wouldn't have had as much to say or whatever if she was with the Dr. Donna and Jenny, but you know, it's like she's not meant to be with the Doctor. It's like she's nothing to do with it. And I was sad when the hat died though. That was quite sad, and that was quite a good Martha moment. But you know, I think they wasted her on that episode. The whole plot about the war between the Hap and the humans was a bit silly, to be honest, but made up for it with the interaction between the Doctor and Jenny. It's got a giant wasp in it. How can I like it? It was quite a good CGI Wasp. And you know, it was the only CGI in it, to be fair. And the plot was brilliant, and the whole thing about it being actually like an Agatha Christie story was great. Good acting all around, nobody really bad. I didn't guess who it was. I thought it was Lady Editon. I thought it was her. So that was a good story because it wasn't really obvious who it was. The unicorn was a bit of a letdown though. It was just like you knew who the unicorn was after like 10 minutes. I loved Donna in this episode with her random comments about Noddy. There's no Noddy. Tell me there's no Noddy. Oh, it's just so random. The scene with the doctor being poisoned is hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. What do you need? What do you need? I need a shock. Oh, that's so good. And then she kisses him. It's just an excuse so RTD can have a kiss in every series.